Hello everyone, welcome to today's new video project. Ultimately today is going to be something entirely different, and while I never discuss societal issues or politics on any spectrum, I wanted to first and foremost clarify where my stance is regarding the political spectrum. I am neither left, the middle, nor the right. I choose no sides. I am of no affiliations of any kind towards or in regarding to an association with any particular political spectrum of any kind. So please do not mislabel me. Do not get it misconstrued. Do not misconceive it. I am an individual of my own character, of my own person, my own thought process, and I am of no slave to any master. I am my own master. So, with this being said, with this confirmation and clarity out of the way, I wanted to first and foremost say that before you jump right into assumptions and get ahead of ourselves, we should take the time to thoroughly investigate of the injustice that has transpired. And what I mean by that is that there are two sides to every single story, whether if you choose to believe that or not. And after a while, a lot of facts start surfacing itself. The truth reveals itself. And you come to find that the more you research, the more you travel down this particular rabbit hole, you unveil so much mysteries inside of it that is surreal, that encompasses a part of your consciousness that you never thought existed. Okay? And ultimately, in my honest perspective, more likely from what I had researched and what I had seen and witnessed through the security cameras of George Floyd, he might have done something to provoke those officers. But then again, he did not deserve that death, that excruciating death that he was given by those police officers. And there was two different videos. One video, surveillance camera, was shown on the street corner of a store that had a really good, clear, vivid surveillance camera caught on him, of him complying with the officers, not resisting. But the other one had shown of him being pulled over in his car, and they had a struggle of a time to get him out of the car for some reason, and at that point he was resisting. Although, it's like I said, his death was indeed tragic, and well, may his soul rest in peace. You know, he honestly did not deserve that. And I understand what it is to be an outcast. I mean, take a look at me. You know, everything that I embody, everything that I believe in, from my interior as well as my exterior, I encompass and believe in a morality of not only truth, but at the same time to encompass individuality, to encompass embracing yourself, your nature for who you are, your sins, your imperfections, your, like I said, being your own master, okay? And ultimately, to evolve as a human being, and to be a person of your own nature that you are not ashamed for who and what you are. So me being of Japanese descent, I obviously understand fully and completely what it is to be a minority, and especially working in the film industry, okay? I mean, you know, for the last couple of years, the industry has actually started to become more open-minded and started embracing the differences of other people's ethnicities and cultures and races. However, it's still a bit hard, you know. It's still complicated. There are still obstacles that are meant to be crossed over and overcome, and to cross those boundaries. But anyways, so, you know, being a minority and being an outcast is something that has always proven time and time again for as long as human beings could remember. Okay? Perhaps since the beginning of time, of man anyway, since man had existed. To being an outcast, to being a black sheep, to even wandering in the left-hand path, anything that is remotely different and that results in you being ostracized and cast out of society. Okay? I understand all that feeling all too well. Okay? I'm a lone wolf. Okay, I spend 99.9% of my time in isolation. And that's why this entire quarantine, it does not affect me. Okay? And honestly, it's like this is the brand of my shirt. It says, "People suck, Team Misanthropy." Human beings are the true devils and the demons of the world. You do not necessarily have to worry about the ancient beings, the spirits of the underworld or the outer dimension, or this higher frequency of energy of the left hand, if you will, or the right hand. Because I dabble in between both, the black and the light. And I embrace both, and I create this duality for this balance. It creates harmony, it creates truth. And you unlayer those hidden truths in reality. Okay? So ultimately, the true demons are human beings. Okay? But to make this video, in conclusion of this video, I have to say that words are absolutely meaningless. It's just like I said in my previous video. Words without applying action into reality, your words are nothing more than meaningless. Okay? And it's okay to express your First Amendment constitutional freedom and your right of freedom of speech. At the same time, you know, protests, in my perspective, that I had always believed in, never truly manifests a positive change. Nothing ever becomes of it, and as if our words somehow fall upon deaf ears. Okay? It's just like when I speak, that, you know, my words fall upon deaf ears of the blind, and intellect and knowledge, rational thinking and logic falls upon the blinded eyes of those who cannot accept or embrace the truth for what it is. Nor do they wish to step outside of the reality, even for a moment. And they continue to bury their head in the sand. They go back to sleep inside of the matrix. But yes, words are absolutely meaningless unless if you actually take upon yourself to be a contribution of change and progression towards society. And, you know, all throughout my life, I've had established and set up so many different panels for comic conventions and whatnot. And never had I ever had people to actually congregate together. You know, I've had a very few and minimal and too far and few in between to show up, to rally behind my words, my philosophical beliefs, my deeper and awakened consciousness of understanding of the world around me and of modern society, of humanity as a whole, you know. And these are the same people that never believe in your message, the people that desire to see you collapse, to fall, to falter, you know, to lose and stumble your walk into balance. And these are the people that, well, let's just say that they plot in secrecy, like I've always discussed in my videos. Okay, they are the ones who absolutely cannot, you know, see you change. Okay, to see you evolve every single day and become something greater than oneself. People have a desire to change the world. They root for the underdog, but follow the top dog. Okay. They have a desire to change the world, but they have no ambitions and to manifest their own reality, to back up and support their own words. Okay, it's so much easier just to talk about it instead of getting out there and supporting your local artists, supporting your local businesses, organizations, and standing behind the fundamentals of the principles. You know, standing behind and supporting your local animal shelters, okay, or your conservationism of environmental issues and preservations, okay. And you know, to me personally, the people that follow my videos, the people that believe in me, stand behind my messages, and they may not have to agree completely 100% of the time. That's only human, and that's natural. But these are the people that I applaud, okay? I truly applaud. Only because they understand the difference between reality and the Matrix. So, in conclusion of this video, I wanted to personally address to every single person that are breaking the law, that are not peaceful protesters or law-abiding. You should know the difference between right and wrong, okay? You should have that sense of awareness as a human being. And what you are doing is disgracing human beings in general. Because for those of you who are out there invoking chaos, anarchy, disrupting the peace, bringing disorder to balance, and for those of you who are using a man's death as an excuse to rioting, to looting, to burning down all these stores, that's just effed up. That's screwed up. And I guess what more to expect from human nature, right? I mean, it's bound to happen, okay? It's inevitable. And it's just everything that I've been discussing and talking about for as long as I can remember being upon this YouTube channel. And I don't know, I guess in conclusion of this video, I have to say, like, human beings are disgusting, vile, sickening, and truly evil, demented, and imbalanced, ignorant creatures. People just continue to revel and dabble in their ignorance, their vanity, you know? People have a willingness, quote unquote, to change the world, to truly manifest a greater reality. However, we all know that's not the truth. Human beings have always been evil. And this gentleman, George Floyd, he absolutely did not deserve death. I mean, having a knee on your neck for 8 minutes, that's horrible. You know, honestly, I don't see this world becoming better unless if we truly manifest our consciousness and our collective energy. And otherwise, until the world begins to accept people as myself, then we truly are lost as a civilization. Okay. But the day that the world accepts witches, outcasts, rebels, goths of all kinds, is a day that hell itself would freeze over. Okay? Because I'm telling you right now, the world would never come to accept people like me. Okay? Anyway, my name is Cody Gremlin. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, like, share, and write your comments below. Speak to you soon.